So in this next section, we're going to start creating a little type drop-down menu. And in order to do that, we're going to navigate to our Add Sheet button here, right? It says New Sheet. We're going to click that. We're going to double-click the sheet, and we're going to simply name this type. Now we have a type, right? And the different types of items you might get are going to vary, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just use some really basic ones. I'm going to type in type, administrative, let's see, development. Let's see, what other words do I use in this thing? Review, reporting, and project. Okay, so these are the different types of work you might have, right? So you got that all filled out. What you're going to do again, you're going to select cell A1. You're going to press Control T. Yes, my table has headers. That's the type. And we're going to click OK. And now we have this table here that houses, that remember tables house formulas. And that's why we're doing that right there. Okay. So this next step we're going to take a little bit slower because you don't want to mess it up, right? And we're going to navigate to the top right here to formulas. Okay. We're going to click formulas. And then in the define names toolbox, you'll find the define names tool right here. Okay. And then we're going to define the name. It's type, workbook, and we're going to verify that it is, in fact, table to type, or table to's hashtag all type. Hashtag, I said hashtag. But see, in the book, we have it as just equals table. So let's just follow what the book says. So we're going to remove all in here, right? Or what you could do is you could highlight this whole thing and you can just go click just like that. You see that? Click. So I'm going to show you again. The cursor arrow is going to change to the down arrow, right? It's a crosshair now. It's going to change to the down arrow. Refers to equals type. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and click OK. And now we have that housed in there. We're going to go back to the dashboard. So navigate back to the dashboard, right? And then we're going to make sure we select cell E7, right? Okay. And then we're going to navigate to data right here at the top, data. Remember, we're taking our time here. And then we're going to have to do a data validation on this thing, right? So we navigated to data, and across you'll see data tools, and right above that, or the data tools toolbox, and right above that, you'll see the data validation tool. We're going to hit that down caret right there, and we're going to go data validation. Remember, you have to have this cell selected. Okay. And so from here, we're going to allow a list, right? And the list we just made was type. We named it type. Remember, equals type. So we're going to go ahead and put that in there, right? And then we're going to select OK. And you'll see the little drop down arrow, and you'll see all the different types you can do right there. And the reason that that's important is later on, if you wanted to, which I believe we're going to do later on in one of these chapters, if you want to make a chart off of where all your tasks are going, if you misspell one of these, then it's not going to automatically calculate that in your chart. One other thing that I would like to show you real quick, I'm not sure I mentioned this in the book, is we have these right here, right? All our selective items. Normally, people will just select a range and create a list that way instead of turning it into a table. But by turning it into a table, if you find yourself doing a lot of, I don't know, driving, all of a sudden you need to do a lot of driving for your job. You got to drive to pick something up, let's just say. When you add it to the table, right? It automatically gets added to the list. There you see driving. So you never have to mess with it again. If you want to take off the list, then you just take off the list, right? Which once you add it on the list, there's really no reason to take it off. So that's the benefit behind doing it that way.